Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Draskyl. Going to be bringing you another ECAL North and South American Tournament Group Stages game. It's a $3,000 prize pool tournament sponsored by Machinima. Of course, the small little commercial that we just showed you right there. Going to have 5 stars taking on Zebra. Zebra is going to be the Radiant side. 5 stars, clearly with their tags and whatnot, going to be Dire. So first ban already coming out. It's going to be Lanaya, and just for some people who don't know, a lot of the people who are rocking the WOG tag right now on the Radiant side are actually ringers. I'm sure most of you have figured that out. The team was actually supposed to be comprised of PowerNet and a couple of other very well-known North American players, but apparently they're having some roster issues, so we're not going to be seeing them playing with their full 5. I'm not even sure if they technically have one anymore. However, they are going to have some friends of theirs to help them out for this game. And in all honesty, 5 stars is a pretty good team. They impressed me the other day with some of their play. Maybe need a little bit more work on their coordination and their overall goals, I would say, in terms of their drafting and their laning phase. But that's kind of what separates the mid to high skill teams anyway, in my opinion. And hopefully we can see much brighter things coming out of them today, as we're also going to see a Chen ban out here from 5 stars. This is going to be a solo cast, by the way, guys. I am the only one here today. No one was available to co-cast with me. I asked Mikey, asked pretty much everybody, I think, and no one was really around, so that's a bit unfortunate. I'm going to be doing 2 games today. Darkseer also being taken out of the pool. And I'm pretty sure the winner of this game goes on to play somebody else from the group stages. I'm not exactly sure what. Hopefully Spitwad is listening here and he can clue me in on the Skype call so I can actually see what's going to be going on after this game. But I do want to thank you guys so much for joining us for this solo cast. The band pick phase is a little bit tough to get through sometimes, especially solo, because you can only really find so much to theory craft about, especially during the very early stages of the bands. I mean, Lanaya taken out, Darkseer, those 2 heroes are very, very powerful in their own rights, and Darkseer is probably not going to see much competitive play at all, at least until after the International, when more heroes are added into the pool, like Naga Siren and things like that, who might actually allow him to get bumped into a pickable state. But at the moment, that's pretty much not going to happen. Lycan taken out here from 5 stars. And most things looking pretty normal so far. I think the Lanaya ban is actually a bit interesting. The hero is very strong, but at the same time, not many teams have much practice with it. I mean, it was just recently added to CMs, so in that particular state, I guess you could say that they just don't want to see if anybody's been practicing on the hero, because it can kind of snowball out of control very, very quickly and kind of just take over the mid-game. That's kind of what Lanaya is known for, as Brood is going to be the last ban out here from Zebra. And Brood's another band that I really, really like. I think that hero just requires too much attention to let go through at this particular stage. But on the flip side, Chen also banned out here. There's going to be an Enchantress available to ban out if 5 stars doesn't want to go against any junglers. First pick is going to be Radiant. So depending on what Zebra wants to go for here, they can look for something like a Furion, an Invoker, Enchantress, something along those lines. And they're going to go ahead and ban out the Furion here. So Enchantress available if they want it. Invoker, CK. There's definitely a lot of options. In some cases, people who have first pick actually favor getting something that's a second tier hero over the first tier. And what I mean by that is, say you have Invoker and then you have CK to pick up, but you want to make sure you can get something else in addition to one of those heroes. Or actually you can add in a third one as well. And they're going to actually take a first tier by taking Leshrac. I mean, that hero is just all around very, very potent. And I think this is a pretty good option too, but when you get to a stage where there's not too many heroes left in the pool that are very, very coveted, you can kind of pick one okay hero, let 5 stars take whatever they want in the situation, and then get 2 more great high-tier heroes to just solidify your laning phase. But that's not going to be what we're seeing here today. They're just going to go ahead and take Leshrac straight up. Going to see what 5 stars wants to do about this. There is a very high possibility for a CK plus anything, basically, at this stage. I mean, the hero itself is just ridiculously strong at all points in the game, not even just the mid to late game. I actually don't think he's, like, super dangerous as a really, really late game, like 60-minute game carry against some specific heroes, but he is very, very strong in the mid. We are going to see Invoker picked up along with Shadow Demon, so already the possibility for that Exort build that we've seen so frequently coming out of Shadow Demon with the Soul Catcher. And then you have Disruption as well to help line up Sunstrikes, and Wisp already picked up along with a Night Stalker coming out from Zebra. So they are all around the mid game right now. They want Night Stalker to have a decent first night. They want to teleport him around the map if they can. Even heroes like Leshrac as well. If he maxes out his Split Earth and Edict, catches somebody away from a creep wave or a tower. I mean, those 2 heroes alone, or the Night Stalker, like I said as well, will be able to take somebody out very, very quickly. I like the synergy and the pure aggression so far that I'm seeing out of Zebra's lineup. Enigma also going to round out the first of the picking phases here for 5 stars. And so far, I really got to say that in terms of mid-game, both teams are actually fairly even. It's just going to really boil down to what Zebra can accomplish with their Night Stalker and their Wisp combination. That's really going to be kind of what solidifies them either a great late game or mid game or just kind of an okay one. But when you have a Leshrac, you can just assume that anytime they do manage to seal up a kill somewhere, that a tower is probably going to be dying for it, and I wouldn't put it past them to lane this Leshrac in a place where the Night Stalker is going to want to be consistently ganking. But we will see what they're going to do here. Second ban phase rolling around. Going to go ahead and see what Wog wants to take out. And if I'm Wog right now, I mean, Beastmaster is probably a hero that I would be thinking about getting rid of. I mean, Soulcatcher, Roar, and Sunstrike as well with an Enigma. I mean, that's assuming the Enigma wants to jungle and not long lane in this particular case. We can see it both ways, because Beastmaster would obviously be taking up that role. They're going to take out Anti-Mage, actually, which I don't really agree with that, just solely because of the fact that you have a Night Stalker on your team already, and you have a secondary stun along with Tether Stun too if you line it up properly. It's really, really tough to do with. Okay, they are going to go ahead and get rid of the Beastmaster. That hero makes much more sense. I mean, typically when you're going all in on kind of an aggressive Night Stalker strategy, you want to get rid of very, very tanky heroes and heroes who limit your Night Stalker's mobility, because he wants to be able to get in, get his Void off, silence somebody, and basically just get in and out of team fights. And that's kind of how he just works in the mid game. So Beastmaster definitely halts that quite a bit. Going to get banned out here by Zebra. Lone Druid taken out by 5 stars. And you know what? That's a pretty solid ban in my opinion. When you have so much aggression coming out already from Zebra, you can think that they're going to either go all in on it, or they're going to kind of play a 4-man aggressive style with some kind of carry farming. And with the lanes that they have right now, they could potentially see a support Leshrac and Wisp. I mean, Wisp is probably going to be playing that hard support, and Leshrac as a secondary, but they could still feel the carry if they really, really wanted to. So maybe just a safety precaution. They don't want to have to deal with a Night Stalker in their face during the first night and worrying about a Lone Druid farming simultaneously. That would be pretty, pretty tough. So it makes sense to ban him out here. The Anti-Mage one, though, really just kind of bothers me. 5 stars going to take out Rubik as the last of their 5 bans. And Rubik's a hero who's just, in my opinion, all around very strong in the current stage of the game. I mean, Null Field in itself, 20% magic reduction for your whole team against heroes like Leshrac, that's very, very good. I mean, yeah, you're not going to have it super early if you're a support, and it's not something you should really rely on 100% unless you're going to be soloing him. But most teams won't even do that, because if you solo a Rubik, the spells that you can actually steal once you get level 6 are just not that strong unless you're stealing from another mid. So we'll see what Wog's going to, or not Wog, I'm sorry, Zebra is going to do to react to this. I keep reading the tags and wanting to say it. Actually let it slip by one time, so my bad, guys. Once again, I want to thank you guys for watching, as much as I want to thank Machinima for sponsoring ECAL's North and South American $3,000 prize pool tournament, as we're going to see a Batrider pickup here from Zebra. So forget anything I said about having a semi-carry or something like that. They just want to go all in, man. Batrider just kind of really, really sets their lineup in stone. They're going to be able to chase you till the ends of the earth. The aptly named Sticky Napalm, or Sticky Icky, as some people have come to call it. It's really, really difficult to get away from. You can't really turn. You can't do much of anything once you get caught, and especially with a Night Stalker who's probably going to be helping him out in a lot of cases. Man, it's just really, really looking like right now 5 stars is going to have to do everything they can to play defensively and not just get overrun by the kind of composition that Zebra's running. But on the flip side, 5 stars has an Enigma and a Shadow Demon, 2 of the best defensive heroes or support / junglers, personally, that I think in the entire game. Disruption can stop so much momentum. I mean, say for instance somebody gets voided and silenced and you get disrupted out of it. Like your teammate Shadow Demon says, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and negate this silence and nuke damage, and they can't go on you anymore. If they do, they've basically wasted 2 spells because now they don't have anything to follow it up. Windrunner going to be taken up here by 5 stars, another great defensive pick. Not really anything I'm looking at right now from 5 stars lineup that's too scary in terms of like late game potential, but they have a really good all-around team. I mean, a lot of their heroes don't necessarily need a lot of items to do damage. We're going to have a Bounty Hunter taken up here by the Radiant as well. So yeah, they just want to get kills. I mean, getting a track on anybody you can just chase forever. Track and a Night Stalker to boot. We're talking like almost 522 move speed just if he gets any kind of finish boots during the first or second night phases. That is really freaking scary. However, again, 5 stars has a great defensive roster here. They have Shackle, they have Malefice, Cold Snap, along with the Shadow Demon, who I've already said can disrupt his own teammates if he ever wants to get them out of trouble. And CK going to be the last pick out. So 5 stars picking, I would say, a more well-rounded lineup in terms of their late game potential. But again, As long as they can defend against the kind of strategy that Zebra's running, I think they're going to be okay. The only question is, can they? I mean, I'm just thinking about it now. You pair the Wisp with any hero, basically, on Zebra's team, and you teleport it somewhere, what hero is going to be able to get away from, say, a Bat Rider and a Wisp, or a Night Stalker and a Wisp, or even a Leshrac and a Wisp, or even Bounty Hunter as well? I mean, once those heroes get a couple levels, you either get tracked, you're going to get double stunned out, you're going to get snared and silenced, or you're going to get flame lassoed. And you're going to get burned down by the sticky napalm and the fireflies. So really, really scary stuff coming out from Zebra. A lot of aggression I'm sure we're going to be seeing inside this game. We are going to have a pause, though. And thank God there is a pause, because I actually forgot to turn off my overlay. There we go. So thank you guys for the pause, and thank myself for having that giant post-it on the top left of my monitor that says, remember your overlay. And then, of course, overlay is underlined, and I actually have noob written under there, too, because I am a noob. I always forget my overlay. It's no bueno. Got some shout-outs going out. Koala Dolphin, shout-out. I'll help you out, Delilah. No problem. Go over the players really fast here for 5 stars. We're going to have Delilah playing on the Shadow Demon. The Situation on Enigma. We're going to call him Peony. Going to be playing Windrunner. Kazers on Chaos Knight. Finally, Shiny going to be playing on that Invoker. And then for Zebra, we're going to have Eternal Envy playing on Wisp. Sombrero Lad going to be on Night Stalker. We're going to have Jaja Hombre going to play Leshrac. I think I'm just going to call him Hombre from now on. Kiss on Bounty Hunter, and General Mint himself going to be taking up the reins on Bat Rider. So I'm not really sure what's going on here, but hopefully we can get everything back into the game and get things underway here. I want to thank you guys once again for joining me for this solo cast. One of the very... well, not first, but I definitely don't do too many of them. I think the hardest thing about it is the fact that your mouth gets really dry and you want to drink something so bad, but then you just have a pause and you're like, oh god, I got to find something to talk about. I got to talk about something. But I don't think we're going to be having too much of that in this game, particularly because of the lineup that we're seeing out of Zebra. And who actually paused the game? Okay, so Enigma paused the game. 5 stars is the one who needed some time here. Actually a bit surprising, because we're actually 30 minutes behind where we should have been. Actually almost 40, so the next match is going to be delayed at the very least, because we were supposed to start this at 7 Eastern, but it's about 7:36 right now according to my particular clock. And apparently even with delays, people still need pauses for whatever reason, because of course this is Dota. Can't have a Dota game without a pause. It's just not possible. One thing we haven't really talked about too much is what kind of lanes that we're going to be seeing out of Zebra and 5 stars respectively. I really feel like if I'm in 5-star shoes, I want to have the most defensive lanes possible. I mean, I want to protect the CK, probably send the Windrunner to the long lane, have the Enigma defensively jungle if they really, really want to, and have the CK Shadow Demon up top, and then obviously the Invoker mid. But with that being said, we could potentially see a dual lane coming out from Zebra to anticipate that Invoker. We could see something like a Bounty Hunter with the Leshrac, or the Leshrac with, you know, a Night Stalker. Really, the possibilities are endless from Zebra's lineup. It just depends on who they're really going to be benefiting the most from farm, or who they're going to, I guess, value getting that farm. Apparently somebody on 5 stars is still AFK, so fingers crossed that they come back soon. Some nice drawing on the minimap. Definitely can appreciate that, right? Yeah, I got the overlay, guys. Don't worry. I got it. People saying it in the chat, although the game is delayed. So even if you guys said it to me in real time, it doesn't matter, because it was 3 minutes ago that actually happened. And this pause is actually taking quite a while. Apologize once again for the delay, guys. Hope we can get everything sorted out for you so we can bring you 5 stars taking on Zebra. Got the smiley face coming out from Spitwad. You know, but he's got my back, you know? He's got to make sure that I don't forget stuff, because sometimes you just kind of get caught up in the moment. And there's the go signal from 5 stars. Are we going to have a game on our hands? Hopefully we do. Jaja Hombre says go, 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 and the countdown starts. Going to see what the lanes are going to be shaping up here from Zebra and 5 stars, respectively. Just going to go ahead and check out what kind of skill builds we're going to be seeing. Okay, so Shiny is going for the Exort build. Pretty standard. I guess you could argue that even Quas Wax Invokers still get Exort at 1, but typically when you start stat items like this, you really are going the full Exort build, which makes sense. And the lanes are actually going to shape up pretty much exactly how I imagined they would. There wasn't too much room for flexibility here. I mean, the Enigma could have long laned. They could have tri-laned with a Windrunner as well and just had her support. but I think that this is going to benefit them a bit more. We're going to see Leshrac going bottom lane with the Night Stalker, so Night Stalker is going to be playing the safe role here. And apparently Batrider has something against trees because he's getting rid of all of them. Maybe we could see a jungle Batrider. Oh, actually, he does have a smoke up here. So we are going to be seeing a jungling Batrider. It's been a while since I've seen that. And we're going to have a Wisp mid and a solo Bounty Hunter top. Okay, this is not what I was expecting at all coming out from Zebra. I mean, this is some next level stuff we're seeing right here. The Wisp is going to get his ult really, really fast. He's going to have high ranks of Overcharge and Spirits. He's probably only going to get one Tether. Tether scales pretty well. I really do appreciate the fact that I can't see the minimap, but also shout out to Bounty Hunter for going ahead and completely ruining that for me. High five. Ward being placed here towards the bottom rune spot. Go ahead and scout out the rune. And this play is actually pretty good. I mean, the Invoker going Exort. Some people opt to not get any ranks into Wex. Some people get one just to make sure they're safe, but with that ward there, I don't think he'll actually need to be going at this game. Got people asking me stuff on the minimap. He's asking me if I want to WOG tonight. That actually means if I want to play Dota, which we'll probably be streaming at some point after the matches are done today. CK and Shadow Demon going to be going up top lane against a solo Bounty. And interesting choice of buying a Quelling Blade when you're going up against a dual lane. I have to imagine he had to have known this was coming. He's actually going to go up there and not get his CS, so... Wisp going to be going up against an Invoker, and I can't really favor Wisp in this situation. The base damage from Invoker is very, very high. I really feel like this lane is just not going to go well for him. He's actually already popping out his Spirits here to try to get as much CS, or I guess just push the wave in this particular case, and it's doing a pretty good job. The orbs themselves don't actually break. Hold on, bottom lane. Leshrac going to catch out this Windrunner right here, doing quite a bit of right-click damage, going all the way in from the back, forcing out the Windrun. There's the snare. The Windrun's actually going to run out. Can he land a stun? Oh, he just barely misses. Ombre, got to land those stuns, buddy. Night Stalker going to make his way back to the creep wave here. So Night Stalker going to be free farming. Middle lane. Oh, actually, this is really clever. Looks like he used the Firefly right there to break the tree line just so he could pull the small camp to middle lane. That's actually very, very clever. I like that quite a bit. Now it's actually going to be denying Invoker a lot of experience in this middle lane. Allows Wisp to sit here and basically just farm on the tower. He needs to be careful, though, because when you're a ranged hero and you have somebody constantly pulling for you, you're going to take a lot of damage. As you can see right there, he actually had a tango up. He's probably going to end up using another one. So he can't get too low, because then you have to worry about trying to get ganked and things like that. Pop up in the gold graph here. Not really anything at... I don't even see a number on the right-hand side. It's only 2 minutes into the game. I suppose that's why. One thing we can say for sure, though, is that Zebra is ahead, even if it's by a very, very small margin. Windrunner sitting basically at this tower. Can't do much of anything. He's only level 1 still. Leshrac level 1 as well. Night Stalker getting his farm on. Haste Rune bottled up here on the Wisp. Go ahead and check Bounty. He did manage to get 1 CS. Hasn't taken too much harassment, but Kazers is sitting at 12 and 8 at just 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So he is absolutely free farming. Night Stalker at 14 and 3. So both these heroes pretty much on a level playing field in terms of how much CS they have at this point. Wow, actually, Eternal I'll be doing quite a good job at landing up those Spirits on Shiny, and he doesn't have any points on the Quas. He's not going to be as free to regenerate his life just by toggling on that QQQ. All seems to be quiet, though, on most fronts. No real action going on, just some harassment back and forth between both sides. I think these lanes actually favor the Radiant side quite a bit here. Their lineup is very, very comprised around getting this Night Stalker the start that he wants, and then relying on him to roam, solidify them more kills, and kind of propel them into that mid-game state where they can feel unstoppable, as I kind of think that's what's probably going to end up happening. This Batrider's actually level 4 already, man. Holy cow. Is he the same level as the mid? He's tie level in the mid as top lane. We're going to have the first blood. Bounty Hunter just barely gets off his invis, but it doesn't do anything. The sentry was down. First blood goes to 5 stars. Kazer's picking up that kill. Nice sentry right there coming out from Delilah. He actually plays 2 in the lane, and they managed to get themselves the first blood on the hero, who I would have thought would have been one of the safest, but looks like 5 stars proving me wrong. Wants to make sure they spend that extra money to make sure that the Bounty Hunter doesn't get any experience whatsoever. And with these 2 lane wards here, I really hope he realizes that, because if he dies again to that kind of gank, that would be very, very silly. Kazers, however, doesn't have mana to stun, so he can kind of walk around here and see what's going on. He's level 4 himself, actually opting to max out his Shadow Walker, at least get 2 ranks in it, just to make sure that he can stay invis for a longer period of time. Bottom lane, stun up from the high ground here. Split Earth hitting on Peony. He's going to have to be forced back to the tower here. Night Stalker still farming away. Got his urn first. Regen popped by this Wisp. And it looks like he's going to be doing some scouting out of his own. Oh, wow. Tether up to the high ground. Looks like Enigma's in some trouble. Envy coming in to back him up, but the Wisps aren't hitting. He actually gets a Janata off. Are they going to be able to take him out right here? They will. Kaiser still does not have stun mana. Tether stun goes off onto CK. Delilah unable to really do anything to help as Kiss actually stutters his auto attack right there. Not sure if that was intentional. Looks like they're going to go for it. Janata does hit. Are the Wisps going to be able to land on him? I don't think so. Or Spirits, rather. Kaiser does throw out a stun, but this is a problem now because the support does have some mana, but the CK has absolutely none. So Bounty doesn't really have anything to fear in this stage anymore. He could get disrupted and a couple of auto attacks thrown out onto him, but I don't think he's going to be too worried about that now, especially because he has those boots up. And really nice use of Tether right there, allowing him to go ahead and pick up that kill. So Eternal Envy did get it playing on that Wisp. And that's really going to help him out in this middle lane. He's actually only at 15 and 3. Let's go ahead and check Invoker. 18 and 12, so yeah, he is doing quite well, but you also have to keep in mind that Envy just left the lane for some time, so 37 and 16, by the way, for Sombrero Lad playing on this Night Stalker. That is absolutely phenomenal farm. That's almost perfect, actually. Mid 80 CS is typically what you can get at 10 minutes if you have complete uncontested farm, and at this particular stage, that's kind of what it's looking like. Gold graph and experience graph still slightly favoring Zebra at this point. Nothing too crazy, though. Only about 1,000 in terms of experience and about 500 gold, I would say. Yeah, that sounds about right. Actually getting closer to 1,000 gold. No towers going down yet. 1-1 at 6 minutes into the game. And Invoker opting to go for Tranquil Boots. Okay, this game has just got me scratching my head. I mean, Tranquil Boots are a great item if you want to try to just lane efficiently. Oh no, Enigma's going to be spotted out here by the Bounty Hunter. He is invis. He's level 2 Shuriken as well. Janata goes off. Tether already popped onto General Mint. Batrider coming in, trying to get a Tether stun off, but 2 ranks of that sticky Napalm on the Enigma, or actually 3. And he just simply couldn't run away from that. Another kill for Wisp. And that's a really solid dive. I mean, Batrider, again, you get cut out by a hero like that, you just can't do anything. Oh, and they're going to tether bottom as well. He teleports down. Stun going to be right on the mark. And Windrunner just can't do anything to that, though. Sunstrike gets Ombre quite low. Urn being popped to heal him back up. Night Stalker doing a nice job of tanking the creeps. And it looks like both Batrider, or not Batrider, he actually took Leshrac with him this time. Leshrac and Envy both make it back to the opposition's jungle. Looks like Shiny was thinking about going to that bottom lane to try to get him a kill, but not going to actually be too effective here. This bottom tier tower at about half HP. Are they going to see some more movement out of this Night Stalker? 3-1 right now in favor of Zebra. See if Zebra can kind of pull themselves out of this little funk they got going on. Batrider picks up his Soul Ring. He is level 6, by the way, so his jungle went quite well. He hasn't even used his Dust or Smoke, I don't think. I think he was actually just doing a nice job of pulling middle lane back into the neutrals right there to help him get some experience. And this Windrunner is struggling so much. Only level 2. At 7.5 minutes into the game. Night Stalker just hit 7, and even Leshrac at this point is almost level 4, so he is really having a rough time. I think that 5 stars needs to try to do something about this. I mean, yeah, their CK's farming, but they're committing a lot to it, and that tower is going to be in some trouble as well. Bounty actually doing a nice job of scouting out this Enigma in the jungle. He can't really ever do anything, and speaking of not being able to do anything, another huge dive onto bottom lane. Night Stalker partnered with that Wisp. The level 3 Spirit's doing quite a bit of damage so far, as the tower does fall to the level 2 Edict, along with some creeps, auto-attacking it down. And right now, 4-1 in favor of Zebra. We're going to see a teleport here as well from Batrider once again. Is he going to be able to get his lasso off? They're looking for him. Oh, they're going to spot him out. Do they have any detection? I don't think they do. This could be a definite waste of a TP right here, as he's actually just laying down Firefly everywhere, being quite annoying. Manages to take out the creep wave, though, and the tether actually breaks. So Batrider's going to have to get the heck out of here. Can't really do anything alone, as now we're going to see rotation from Zebra to middle lane, attacking this tier 1 tower. I don't think this tower is going to last for too much longer, It's already quite low, no glyph at all, and Envy is actually going to tether once again on the Night Stalker. The Flame Break does knock back the Shadow Demon, and there's a Flame Lasso right onto Invoker. No way he's getting away from that. Disruption goes off on a Night Stalker, but it's not going to matter. And now we have a track used right here onto Shadow Demon. Are they going to be able to chase him down? 1 second CK stun. Flame Break once again does make contact, and that is another kill for Night Stalker using that urn. And now we're going to see a stun actually from the high ground onto Enigma along with one more dropping, actually Wisp going down right there. And now that is a killing spree, double kill for Night Stalker chasing down the Enigma. Can it be a triple one auto attack? He's getting blocked by the creeps. Oh, he's got to earn up between the tower hits. He does manage to get it. Lives with 15 health. Really nice reaction. Oh, a Sunstrike. I hear it. Oh, just barely missed on the ramp leading towards the Roshan pit. Unable to make contact. Oh, man, that was so close. I definitely feel for Shiny right there. He had some really good anticipation, but unfortunately not quite enough to get him a kill. So 3-0 and 3 for this Night Stalker. 62 CS at below 10 minutes. His farm is absolutely phenomenal at this point. And just looking at the scoreboard, you can kind of feel that right now 5 stars is just falling behind. The Bounty Hunter keeps hunting down the Enigma inside of the woods. He uses his Shadow Walk. He walks, finds him, uses the Wisp teleport to pick him off, and he really can't safely jungle ever. And whenever you have a Night Stalker 2 applying pressure to other lanes, they're just forcing reactions all over the place and choosing their fights when they know they can win. Right now, 8-2 in favor of Zebra. 5,000 gold lead so far, 3,500 experience, going to be probably going closer to 5,000 in the near future. And right now we're going to see another gank on middle lane. You're going to see a tether, and Disruption goes off as well. Envy's actually in a bit of trouble, gets Reality Rifted back, not going to make it home actually. 5 heroes here from 5 stars, so that's one way to deal with the gank strategy, is don't separate. Get to see 5 heroes right now pushing down this middle lane. Are they going to be able to get one tower for their trouble? As General Mint is a little bit busy here. In the meantime, farming up the woods, man, he's level 8, doing quite a nice job of getting his farm up. He almost has his Blink Dagger as well. And yeah, 5 stars is probably going to be getting this tower here. Bounty Hunter kind of sitting in the back, has a haste rune. We're going to see a glyph out, so maybe they want to try to defend this. And Envy's actually alive again, so we could see some kind of action. Enigma does have his ult. He gets stunned, though. Flame Break pushing it back into the rest of the team. Is there going to be a black hole? Reality Rift goes off, but it's not going to hit anything. Spirit's going out. Disruption onto the Enigma. Another 4-second stun onto Sombrero Lad. Gets shackled to the creeps as well. But Enigma is already dead here. Kaiser's taking quite a bit of damage himself. Another Reality Rift, and stun actually misses. They switch places, but does not matter. CK drops, and now there are tracks all over the place, throwing out another track onto Invoker as well as the Windrunner, and be doing a nice job of landing those spirits on the Shadow Demon. He's going to drop now as well. That is another double kill for the Night Stalker, and Bounty gets his own killing spree as well. 12-3 in favor of Zebra. 11.5 minutes into this game. Night Stalker bought a Basher. I mean, it's a Basher. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's 3,000 gold basically for 46 damage increase if you're a strength hero and a chance to bash. I guess he just... Oh, he's going to TP right into the Sunstrike! Oh, man, that was some sick anticipation. I don't really think that Leshrac is going to be too happy about that one. And he... his teammates are actually kind of trash-talking him right there. Unfortunately, he did not get away with that TP. I think the tower is scouting him out. Either way, nice play by Shiny. Manages to get him the 4th kill of the game here. Bottom lane, got Bounty Hunter, Night Stalker, and Batrider all down here looking to try to make something happen. Blink is picked up on General Mint. He's going towards this tier 2, maybe looking to pick off something like a winner if he can find it. No offensive words so far, though. Only the one middle, basically. CK, go ahead and check on him for a second. Let's see what his farm's like. He almost has his drum up. He's only 2-2, though. 50 CS at 12.5 minutes. It isn't necessarily the worst farm in the world. They're going to actually TP mid here. And Invoker tries to Ghost Walk, but it's just not going to matter. He gets silenced as well. Trying to TP. Tether stun going to be more than enough. And it looks like the Spirits actually pick up the kill. He's going to actually retether. Okay, so they're going to go back bottom lane. Looks like they want to keep going here. Are they going to go ahead and go on the Windrunner? He actually gets disrupted. That was a waste of a Windrunner. That was actually not a very good disruption. The Tether's going to stun him as well. Shadow Demon drops. There's a blink in for Batrider along with the Lasso and the Firefly. Solidifying them yet another kill. That's already 3 down right now. 5 stars really has to kind of pull themselves out of this funk if they want to make this into the later stages of the game. This tower is still taking quite a bit of damage here. Edict is popped, and Ombre just does not really seem to care about it too much. They do have urn charges, though. Oh, never mind. He just dies to the tower. Well, that's embarrassing. Unfortunately, Leshrac not going to make it away from that tower push, but however, I think the other 4 heroes from Zebra will be more than enough to get them this tower and probably fall back. At this stage, though, Night Stalker still has 2,000 gold on top of his Basher. His farm is absolutely insane. We're going to see a TP up top here from Bounty along with the Flying Badger Courier. I need to be careful with that thing not to get it picked off. Track is going to hit Enigma. He does not have a blink, by the way, so if this Night Stalker does not have his ultimate up, okay. So they're still going to chase, but I don't know if it's going to really be effective. They just ran past the whole creep wave. We could be seeing some kind of TP reaction coming out from 5 stars. Yeah, 2 extra heroes coming in. This could be a very risky dive. Always going to try to bait it out, and he's actually going to get pulled. And the Reality Rift and a 3-second stun into the tower with the Sunstrike. Sombrero lands in some trouble here, but Enigma drops in the backside. He tries to eat his way out right there, but just not going to work. Another Reality Rift going on to Bounty Hunter. He's going to Shadow Walk up in a 1-second, 2-second stun. Can he live long enough? He does not get away. Oh, man, the power shot coming in huge right there from Peony. Really, really nice stuff. Double damage picked up here by Leshrac as well. Here comes General Mint. This could be another turnaround. Oh, Shack up between the Bat Rider and the Leshrac. This is what they need. 2-second stun going off on a Bat Rider. He's going to drop here. Edict is going off, but Casey just does not care. Reality Rift and 1 more auto attack. That is a killing spree for CK. Picks up the double. 16-9. 5 stars. Making some kind of a comeback right there. They are down in towers right now, only down 1, so not really too far behind in that sense, but overall gold still 7,500 in favor of the Radiant side, along with experience as well. See if this Night Stalker can build something that's actually somewhat useful for this game. He actually just goes straight for a Mithril Hammer, so I'm assuming that he's going to be going for a BKB. If he makes a Desolator or a Maelstrom, I might just turn off the stream. I think that's a little bit overconfident. I think the Basher itself is a little bit of a silly item. I know they just want to try to play aggressive here, but I think just getting an early Scepter would have made them win the game straight up. But if they're trying to have fun, I definitely understand. We are going to have another pause, however, so I want to thank you guys once again for watching the solo cast. My name is Draskyl, casting ECAL's North and South America $3,000 prize pool tournament. This is a group stages, 5 stars, taking on Zebra. And I actually haven't had time to drink anything this entire cast, so I'm going to go ahead and take the opportunity to do that while we have this pause. Oh, man. I can't even tell you how amazing that is to have a pause and, like, being able to drink something when you've been nonstop talking for the past 25 minutes. Best feeling in the world. I'll just say that. Not sure what the problem is. I don't know who... Okay, so it's going to be 5 stars actually pausing again. Some players on their side having some problems, I guess, with lag or something like that. Let's go ahead and check over the CS and stuff too while we have the time. So, highest on the map right now is still going to be Night Stalker, being played by Sombrero Lad, 78 and 16 at 15 minutes. He's also 6 and 1, so that's obviously very, very good. And then we have 48 for Bat Rider as well, but he was jungling, so those CS aren't always valued as highly as lane creeps would be. 55 for the Chaos Knight, 45 for the Enigma and the Invoker both. And it looks like people really like drawing on the mini-map from this team. They just can't seem to keep their hands off of it, man. They just got to draw pictures all the time. Chaos Knight sitting on his drum right now. He's 5 and 2, so he's recovered quite a bit. Let's see if the gold actually updated. Yeah, there's a little bit of a dip down here experience-wise, too. About 2,500 experience, about 1,500 gold, I would say. Hopefully 5 stars can get everything sorted that they need to, so we can go ahead and get this game back underway. 16-9 still, 15 minutes in. There's been a lot of action, and we have the G question mark, which I can only assume means go at this particular juncture. And actually not going to see a response out. People might be too busy drawing on the minimap to respond to this. Going to see if we can get everything going for you guys once again. Just had to give him the stop drawing in game, you know. Apparently they were all way too busy drawing on the minimap, not paying attention. They were playing Snake on the minimap. Okay, so definitely solid use of your time right there. But the game is going to get resumed. Can 5 stars make their way back into this game from the very aggressive style that we've been seeing so far? And apparently my phone is ringing, so that's definitely good. Alright, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to fix that really quick. Night Stalker's still farming. I think he will be going for a BKB. Let's go ahead and check the courier here. Actually, there's nothing else on it. He only has a Mithril Hammer at the moment. Top lane, we're going to see Batrider and Wisp both making their way towards the top lane. CK could be in a bit of trouble here, or they could just opt to go for the Enigma instead. Enigma only level 7, by the way. 758 health. Oh, I love the path that they're taking, going purely through the high ground. They are going to spot an Enigma here, and the conversion's blinking right there. Can't we see the Flame Lasso? There it is. Flame Break popped as well, and Sombrero lad on Night Stalker here to help him solidify the kill. Throws out the Void, and kill actually going to Envy. So right now, 5, 2, and 12 for this Wisp. He is doing a great job. Oh, they're going to TP on top. Duquesne is going to be in some trouble. He's trying to run away, gets the Void off. He's going to get silenced as well, and the tether stun to boot, and he is just going to get stun locked to place. He actually gets another bash. Unbelievable. Night Stalker Basher, man. Who would have thought? Next level play. Tether stun and Basher. You just can't run away from that, apparently. The attack speed from having a Hunter in the Night, level 4, allowing him to get those chain bashes off. As we're going to see an illusion picked up here, too, by Wisp at the top rune spot. A couple of heroes here. Bounty actually coming out. Oh, and a nice tether right onto the Bounty, but he gets shackled to the tree. Not going to matter, though. The Wisp's just doing so much damage, or spirits. I keep calling him Wisp because they look like mini Wisp, but they're actually spirits. And that's going to be another free kill for Envy right there. So he's sitting at 6, 2, and 13, doing an excellent job so far. Has that headdress up. I can only imagine he's going to be making that into a mech sometime soon. He actually almost has the money to finish it as we speak. Night Stalker, Leshrac, and Batrider all top lane, looking to push into this tier 2, as Windrunner, who's actually managed to make it to level 7 so far, comes up to the top lane to try to power shot things away, and oh wow, Bat's going to be in some trouble here. It's a reality rift to the 3-second stun, and his team is like, you know what, man? That was a little bit too overzealous. We're just not going to help you out for that. Don't want to end up getting picked off. Now the reality rift used onto Bounty Hunter. Are they going to get the stun off? That's only a 2-second, but there's going to be a Sunstrike and a Soul Catcher as well. Bounty Hunter can't live through that burst. Splitter does manage to hit the Enigma, but now Umbre is in some trouble, man. Leshrac needs to get the heck out of here. There is a track can help him run a bit faster, but he's running right into a tree line. Gets stunned, and the power shot to boot, and that's a 3-kill turnaround right there. And actually, Eternal Envy made his way up top as well, trying to line up the spear. This is a little bit of a manly play. I mean, there's no stun man on the CK, but he does have enough for Rift, and he's got the overcharge on, but I don't think he's... Ooh, just gets back to base in time with his ultimate, sending him back to base. So he's not going to die here. I thought he might actually go down before he was able to teleport back. Batrider definitely playing that a little aggressive, I would say. Diving into 3 or 4 heroes past the tier 2 at just 18 minutes when you don't have any defensive items at all except for Tranquil Boots, I'd say that's a bit manly. Go and check the courier here, see what it's sending out. It is going to be a BKB, so Night Stalker has his BKB finish for the next night just in time. Has his level 2 ultimate as well, as we also see CK finishing up his armlet. That's going to tremendously boost his damage output. He's almost 11-2, so getting closer to the rank 2 of Phantasm, which is going to be great for him. And even heroes like Night Stalker have to be scared of that damage output. The thing about Armlet is when you toggle it on and then Phantasm, the base stats from the Armlet actually go to your illusions as well, so that helps tremendously in your damage output. That's why we see so many CKs actually get that item. Bounty Hunter and Night Stalker farming away in the middle lane. Wisp and Batrider sitting up here, getting scouted out by this really nice defensive ward here coming out from 5 stars. They know what Zebra is up to at this particular stage. Gonna see a shackle. Oh no, latches on Envy. This could be really bad. Power shot coming off as well. 4-second stun onto Bounty. As long as the Sunstrike doesn't hit him solely, he gets mech'd back up and heals a ton. A double heal right there. Black Hole managing to hit only General Mint, but I think we're gonna see Enigma fall here first. And now BKB popped by the Night Stalker, going right onto the Lila. Spirit's also doing quite a bit of damage to cases. They're going to turn around and take out the CK. There was a Cyclone as well. Yule's picked up here by Shiny, but he might pay with his life. They're going to TP behind the tower, go straight for the Windrunner, who gets Tether Stunned and Bash back to back. Shiny dropping as well, so a 1 for 4 would look like a really good initiation here, coming out from 5 stars, hitting that shackle on the 2 heroes. Just couldn't really follow it up. The Black Hole really was lacking right there. They needed a much, much better one. Enigma actually died before the Black Hole even finished because it only caught General Mint, who was the Batrider there. The only death on his team so far in that team fight. And we are going to see another TP out here from Leshrac. Didn't get Sunstruck this time because Invoker was dead, so that's good for him. Night Stalker picking up the tower kill itself, already back up to almost 2,000 gold, man. 117, actually 119 CS now. 9-1 and 9. At 20 minutes in. I don't really think you can ask for a better start. And this Wisp too, man. He's got so much farm. He's sitting on a mech, treads, 7 kills, 2 deaths, 16 assists. He has been all over the place, doing an amazing job here. Zebra showing a very, very aggressive style and obviously fun style to watch as well. And right now, 5 stars doesn't really seem to have the answer for it. 10,000, getting closer to 12,000 gold in favor of Zebra, along with 7,500 experience. And yeah, please disable minimap drawing, as apparently people on Zebra right now can't stop doing it. Just got to make all kinds of pictures, play Snake, what have you. It's all good. Bounty Hunter scouting things out here for his team, has his drum picked up. Opted to max his Shuriken toss over getting Janata. It's definitely preference, I think. He's going to go ahead and see that there's quite a bit here from 5 stars, but are they going to engage into this? That's the question. Nightstalker does not have his ultimate yet. Oh, nice dust right there. There's a 4-second stun. The Shackle's not going to latch to anything, though. Flame Break comes off. Are they going to engage onto this? Blink in, goes onto the Windrunner. Immediately, Yule's going to be popped as well onto the Wisp. And now, right now, it looks like Leshrac trying to do some damage, but a 3-second still going off, and Envy as well, and a Shackle to boot. That's 2 for nothing right now. And 5 stars is coming out to swipe ahead. Windrunner is the first one to drop. Buys back straight away, though. And now Kaze is with the track on, just gets right-clicked down by the Nightstalker. Now we're going to see a tether coming out onto Batrider, but immediately breaks. Envy bought back as well to TP in, and that's going to be another kill for them right there. Managed to pick off the Enigma. Stun going to hit too, but Ombre doesn't have any mana left. Pops the Edict. He could be dropping here. He will. Windrunner with the double kill, and now the rest of Radiant forced to retreat. Zebra kind of on the back foot here. I really feel like Nightstalker needs to be a bit more tanky for them to feel secure. And that's one of the reasons why I don't really like the Basher choice. Is like, yeah, it adds a lot of damage. You can get some lucky bashes and pick people off with a Wisp, but he needs to tank for his team at this point. I mean, the Batrider's obviously not going to be tanking with 900 HP and nothing like a Vanguard or anything like that to boost his survivability. Although he is kind of behind enemy lines right here. I guess nobody wants to kill him. The Windrunner just completely ignored him right there. We see a ping out. He's sitting on the high ground. Another defensive ward going to spot him out, so they knew he was there the whole time. But I guess they just didn't want to go on. Flame Break going to go ahead and knock the Shadow Demon back. As 4 heroes currently here from 5 stars, blink away from Batrider. Are they going to have that next level anticipation dust that I saw on the Bounty Hunter before? That definitely was a start of a great team fight for them. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen again this time. He's playing this so brave, man. What a brave little guy this Bounty Hunter is. I mean, there are no dusts on the Windrunner or the Shadow Demon at this point, but after seeing that happen once, you got to be a little bit gun-shy about doing what he's doing right now. And they're actually going to go on him in the middle lane. Windrunner is going to pop the Windrun right there. Dallas taking quite a bit of damage. Mech is popped on him. Windrunner helping him out. Shackle with the tree right here onto Envy. He's going to TP back in just a second, though. He's going to get 3-second stun. This is a waste. Yeah, he's pretty much just going to be able to run from that. BKB popped by Nightstalker. Did get purged, though, and wow, the Reality Rift. Phantasm doing a ton of damage. Ghost Scepter is popped. Stun not going to be on the mark. It looks like they're changing targets right now onto the Bounty Hunter, who actually gets Yules and is able to go ahead and use his Shadow Walk to get away. He did get dusted, but not really going to matter. Gonna just waddle away. Abyssal Blade picked up by Nightstalker now too, so he's pretty much just going all in on his bash strat, man. He wants to bash and he wants to right-click people really freaking hard, which he definitely does in this game. I mean, I guess when you have Overcharge, 60% extra attack speed, and then you have the Hunter in the Night as well, which is 75 extra. I mean, that's a fast attack right there. Bounty Hunter going to pop his Invis once again. Looking to possibly pick off Shiny right here. He does have Wisp sitting off to the side. Doesn't look like he wants to go for it, though. Just going to go ahead and play it passive here and farm up. 26-17 right now, still in favor of Zebra. They've gotten every outer tier tower at this point. They still have 3 tier 2s standing. All of them basically at 100% HP right now. So they've been doing a great job of playing an aggressive style, keeping 5 stars inside of their base basically for the better half of this game. Only 24 minutes in. Feels like a lot longer because whenever you see this many kills, I mean, what, 43 in 24 minutes? Almost 2 kills a minute. That's pretty action-packed, I do say. We could see some more, too. Batrider looking like he wants to try to blink in here. He is going to go for the Invoker. Nightstalker's here as well. Has it. Abyssal Blade out. Shackle not going to link, and he gets the Yules off on himself before the Abyssal Blade actually procs. Going to be able to run away as the tether onto the Leshrac. He gets ported in from Envy. 4 heroes currently bottom. Is he actually going to break it? Yeah, he's just going to run away. And it looks like they're going to try to do Roche. This is a pretty decent option, obviously, whenever your opponent is inside of their base for pretty much the entire game. You can kind of just go ahead and fall back and do Roche because they're going to have a very, very slow reaction to it. They have the Medallion as well on the Bounty Hunter, and this thing just has no chance of living through this amount of damage, especially when the Nightstalker went for a right-click oriented build. Flame Break actually going to spot out people on the high ground there along with that ward, and he does pick up the Aegis. They're going to go ahead and fight this. Flame Break going up to the high ground right now, or Firefly rather. Shackle on the illusion to the Night Stalker as well. Where's the Black Hole? It does manage to catch 3 heroes. 4-second stun on Night Stalker as well, but he does have that Aegis. He's going to be up in just a second. Only one dropping so far. Kaiser's overextends just a bit, gets taken out by Leshrac, and now Leshrac coming in with his Edict and Pulse Nova active. Throws at the stun as well. Doesn't even land. Doesn't matter either though. 2 down right now. CK and Enigma both falling for 5 stars. Now Shining going to try to TP out. Gets Flame Break though, and unable to actually complete it. I mean, that hole was definitely great, but a little bit short at this stage in the game. I mean, 26 minutes in, and Zebra's just too far ahead, man. 15,000 gold, 12,000 experience. I don't really think there's too much else that Zebra is going... Well, I shouldn't say Zebra. Too much else that 5 stars is going to be able to do to get themselves back into this. It's just so difficult when you're this far behind. I mean, if you're playing inside of your base at sub 20-minute mark, you really can't do too much to get back into the game aside from relying on your opponents to make mistakes, and that just simply hasn't been the case. Gonna see a Malthus off onto this Bat Rider. He's just flying away. Gonna see Reality Rift onto Omer right here. 2-second stun out as well. Are they gonna be able to get him? The Ghost Scepter was popped. Delilah actually getting silence and right-click down very fast right there. Sunstrike gonna not pretty much hit anything right there at all. Enigma dropping once again. Reality Rift onto the Bounty Hunter inside of the base. Are they going to be able to pick him off here? Power Shot actually goes the wrong direction. The Deafening Blast misses well. The movement speed from the Drum and the Yasha actually allowing him to get away from that bad situation. I don't even think he had a track up right there. So all that extra move speed from those 2 items actually allowed him to dodge that. If he didn't have that Yasha, I can't help but think he would have got hit by that. So some next level dodging going out. Oh, Bounty Hunter. He's playing the brave man again. He's actually pinging it out. I think he wants the Wisp to find somebody and come gank in the bottom lane. As Bat Rider is still inside the enemy base. He's getting pinged out by his team. He's eating some trees here. Oh, he's got a lot of tangos, actually. That is a ton of tangos. Is that 52? I can't actually read the number on the left because there's just so many. He's eating all the trees, man. They don't have any trees left in their base. What are they going to do? It looks like they're just going to kill him. I think that works, or he'll just fly off the map. I mean, flying off the map works too. There's really nothing they can do to stop this. I mean, look at... You can't even see the hero anymore, man! Okay, I think this probably needs to be fixed. I mean, he actually just can't be killed if he does that. I mean, what do you do? I don't even think you can click that part of the map with a Sunstrike or anything. Bounty Hunter actually finishes up his Manta style, and I really do feel like this game is just over. 5 stars is kind of just delaying the inevitable. There's really nothing they're going to be able to do to get themselves back into this, barring, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 team fights thrown here by Zebra at this stage. Good to see a 5-man smoke up. They're going to go for Night Stalker here. They do line a 4-second stun along with a Shackle, so he's going to drop here pretty much guaranteed. Oh, maybe not. Nice TP support coming in. Purge goes off after the BKB, but he's just so freaking fast, man. Like, how do you catch this guy? Going to see another 4-second stun. Is he really going to die to that? Wow, okay. Really nice timing by the Wisp, teleporting him behind enemy lines. Another Shackle goes off, but it's not going to latch, and he is going to live. Perfectly done right there from Envy, but unfortunately, I think he's actually going to pay with his life instead. So the Power Shot does make contact. They committed so much to it. Now Leshrac is going to get a return kill on the Shadow Demon. That Pulse Nova and Edict is doing so much damage, man. Everybody for 5 stars is dying to just the Leshrac. Sunstrike's going to come down as well, doing quite a bit of damage. But Bounty Hunter comes out from stealth, gets 3-second stun after picking off that Enigma. And now he looks like he's in trouble. Pops the Manta, 2 seconds till he can invis. But the crit from CK is going to go ahead and seal the deal. And wow. Bottom lane actually falls in the meantime to just Bat Rider, who seems to be content with eating all the trees in the enemy base rather than ending the game. A little bit of insult to injury right there. He's just playing with them, man. He's just sitting inside of the base. He's going to just go ahead and Firefly away whenever there's an opportunity. He's got 2 seconds left, and they're not even going for him. Then I was like, yeah, we can't really kill you. We're just going to chill out here, no problem. See if when Wisp resurrects here, we're going to see it teleport into the base. I can only assume we will. Night Stalker actually picks up a Reaver, 2600 HP. Oh, I don't think Bat Rider's getting away from that one. Nope. Definitely not going to happen. A little bit of overconfidence right there. 3-second stun going off onto Envy. He does have the overcharge active too, so he's taking a little bit more damage from that. He actually teleports back to base, so he didn't drop anyone off. I guess he just wanted to make a little bit of a pit stop there. And enemy territory, say hi, what's going on? 34-20 right now at 30 minutes into the game. Zebra 20,000 gold ahead, 15,000, getting closer to 20,000 experience. And overall, this is just a completely one-sided game, in my opinion. Zebra's been kind of running things from the word go. There have been a couple of glimpses of hope from 5 stars that they could get their way back into the game, and they had a couple of good team fights. They got their CK like a double or a triple kill at one point, I think. But I just never really felt like Zebra was behind. I mean, just looking at the gold graph again, it's like there was never a point in either of these graphs, experience or gold, where Zebra was ever trailing. So in games like that, it's really, really rough to come back from. And in all honesty, their late game, especially with the way that the Night Stalker is building, he's not going like the Ags BKB, which really suffers in terms of late game damage output. He has an Abyssal Blade on top of his BKB and Reaver, which all give him damage, so he's hitting for over 300 right now. He's actually going for a straight up heart. He's only 250 away. Once he gets that, he's going to have well over 3,000 HP, and it's going to be pretty much impossible to kill him. I mean, he didn't even die from a 5-man gank. He ate 2 4-second Chaos Bolts, a Shackle, and every other ability that they had on 5 stars aside from Black Hole, and lived. I mean, a lot of that was due to the fact that Wisp was there to help him out, teleported him back, and I don't think they were expecting that at all, but nonetheless, this Night Stalker is just way too big at this stage of the game. Let's see if anybody else got any items here from 5 stars. So yeah, the Yules is still up here on Invoker. He does have his drum. What for the Tranquil Boots build? I mean, I guess it is preference what kind of boots you buy pretty much in any hero, but it's really standard to see Treads and Phase. I mean, one or the other on that hero. Sometimes even Travel, I guess, if you're feeling like you're really far ahead. We're going to see a couple of heroes form up here from Zebra. 5, actually. Looks like they might want to try to push this mid-Rax, and I really feel like they could. I mean, this Night Stalker has a heart now, yeah. 3186 HP. He is the tankiest Night Stalker I think I've seen. And oh wow, somebody's getting dragged to the low ground here. Enigma's going to get caught outside of the base. Blinks up to the high ground. Can he get a black hole off? Flamebreak knocking him everywhere. Taking so much residual damage. Does manage to black hole, but just to die. Lashrak is going to be the first to fall from Zebra. And now looks like Winter is going to get Abyssal Bladed in place. But wow, the damage output coming out from CK and the Soul Catcher. He gets a Reality Rift off and kills that Night Stalker immediately with a couple of lucky crits. And now we're going to see a buyback from CK as well. Can they actually defend the base after he comes back to the fight? Delilah's still in the action right here. Envy needs to be a bit careful. Night Stalker does not have buyback. He actually gets tether stunned when he uses the Reality Rift here, and it looks like Delilah is going to drop because of the medallion and the track as well. Bounty's still sitting in the back here. Kazers looks like he might be in some trouble as well, taking quite a bit from that track and the Flame Break as well as the Firefly. And now Shiny trying to make it to base. Not going to work though. Gets tether stunned again, and that is a triple kill for the Wisp. So even though they managed to take out that Night Stalker like so fast, I mean, Soul Catcher, Chaos Knight crits with your Phantasms, I really underestimated that damage output, and that's going to be an ultra kill for Wisp. And right now Zebra looks like they are poised to basically just back out because they don't have any health to push the base. I was going to say push, but you know what? This Wisp doesn't have really anything left, and he's just going to go ahead and teleport out and probably come back here in just a second to go ahead and try to get mid-Rax or something like that. The CK actually had a pretty reasonable amount of farm until that fight. He ended up dropping after he took out the Night Stalker, so now he had to buy back, died again. I mean, that's really, really rough, and yeah, Windrunner was not expecting them to come back so soon. Maybe he's just not used to playing against a Wisp. Disruption going to go off onto the Bounty. Are they going to be able to get him, though? Blink into the base. Flame Break actually going to knock him farther into the wall. 2-second stun on the Bat Rider, who is getting attacked by the Firebush right there, and ultimately ends up dropping. Purge going off onto Envy as well. Are they going to be able to get him? Tether Stun actually hits 2 right there. CK and Enigma. 4-second stun going out onto Wisp, and he is going to drop here as well, doing a nice job of defending what's left of their base. Going to see the Dust going off as well as the Cold Snap onto the Bounty Hunter. Trying to run away as fast as he can. Gets disrupted in place right there. Going to come back out with the Soul Catcher on. 4-second stun. Not going to be living through that one, as Night Stalker is going to say, yeah, I can't really help you, buddy. I'm just kind of sitting mid doing my thing. Right-clicking some creeps. And they have not gotten a second set of racks yet, so bottom lane still stands strong. I don't really feel like they're going to lose or anything, but I think they're just playing this to have fun at this point. Just kind of diving, doing their own stuff. After all, this is a video game. You're supposed to play it to have fun, if you didn't know. And win. I mean, those things kind of go hand in hand, I think, though. And Envy's farm's kind of fallen off a bit. He actually only has 38 CS. Wow, he has not been creeping at all. He was middle lane, and essentially he had a pretty good amount of farm against the Invoker early stages, and then ever since he got 6, he hasn't touched a creep. That's basically what you can say for Envy right now playing on this Wisp, and I don't blame him, man. You got heroes like Night Stalker, Lashrak, Bat Rider, all very, very aggressive, even Bounty Hunter as well. You can basically just TP anybody and you know, kill them flat out. I really like the fact that this aggressive Wisp spell is working out so well for them because it's very fun to watch, very fun to cast. I want to thank you guys once again for joining us for this game. 5 stars, taking on a Zebra and a couple of ringers, but Zebra right now poised to take this game pretty convincingly, I would say. And Batrider has actually not gotten an item either in quite a while. He's sitting at 2-5 and 22, so he has a crap ton of assists, 24 assists too on Envy. I mean, just looking at those numbers, at 35 minutes you can tell what kind of flavor this game has had. When you have that many, I mean, you do make some money, but he has also been down quite a bit. We're going to see a smoke up here by Radiant side, but they're going to see the fire and, you know, all the trees dying and stuff, so I don't think this is a sneaky dust as much as it is just a go kill Roche dust. Or smoke. I don't know why I keep calling it dust. Sunstrike's going to go ahead and scout it out. Yeah, that was definitely obvious. I mean, Night Stalker is still feeling pretty scared after that whole fiasco of him dying instantly. Picks up the plate mail. I like that choice quite a bit. I mean, his effective HP wasn't that high because he only had 13 armor last fight, and now he's going to have 23, as we're going to see a couple of abilities used on Illusion over there. So that's actually quite good. Bounty Hunter Illusion is going to get Deafening Blasted again, so he's done a nice job. Reality Rift not going to make contact. There we go. Kazers goes right onto Endy, but he's going to get stunned out and silenced. Oh no, really big black hole, but it's just not going to be enough. He dies to pretty much the Edict damage and AoE, and now 2 down. Enigma and CK both dropping for 5 stars. Delilah going to be the next one with that addition of Track Gold as well. Shiny on the high ground is completely stuck out. Nothing he can do to this. The Wisp Spirit's going to seal the kill. Envy picking that up, and Night Stalker chasing the Windrunner into the base. 46 to 25, and right there is Zebra just completely cleaned house, and we can see Night Stalker attacking the base towers. I think they've had more than enough of this game. They're just going to go ahead and end it. Haven't seen the GGs coming out yet, but I can only imagine they'll be coming out soon. Got the overcharge onto this Night Stalker, and man, his attack speed is just bonkers. Yeah, they're just going to go ahead and go for the throne here. So the GG well played comes out. That's going to be it, guys. Zebra takes out 5 stars pretty decisively. Again, 46 to 25. Very action-packed game. Really cool style with the jungle Batrider. Very aggressive Wisp teleporting all over the map once he got 6. Giving the Night Stalker the start that they wanted. Very, very well done from Zebra right here. And we are going to be back in just a couple of minutes with another game. I will let you guys know in a quick update if I'm going to have a co-cast or what game we will be casting, but I'm pretty sure there's another one. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Thank Machinima for sponsoring the tournament, and we'll be back in just a bit with some more Dota 2.